YouTubers are always telling you to meal plan. It will save money. It will save time. You'll stop wasting food. You'll eat healthier. Blah, 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 blah. But are those things true? Is meal planning really necessary for a healthier, wealthier, and fulfilled life? And while I was considering these questions, I got to thinking. I've been meal planning for the last 3 years, but what if I just stopped? Cold turkey, abruptly, completely without thinking? Stopped. And if I stopped, could I still get dinner on the table each night? Could I do it with ease? Would it cause me to waste more time, or perhaps it would cause me to save more time? Would I eat out more, or would I get insanely creative? And will it cause me to eat nothing but hot dogs and cereal? Or can I still eat relatively healthy? Well, we ought to find out. So, for 30 days, that's just what I did. I stopped meal planning.
But what's for dinner?
I don't know. I don't know what's for dinner. I can't answer that question anymore because I have absolutely no idea. And so far, that feels good. Not sure why, but it does. Maybe it's the lack of responsibility that comes with planning, or being able to respond to my husband like this.
Hey, what's for dinner?
I don't know, Jordan, but let me ask you this. What's for dinner? But either way, there is a freedom in not having to worry about figuring out a plan, and that was nice. Well, for a day. Then the madness began. Oh, how the madness began.
But what's for dinner?
I don't know.
What's for dinner?
I don't know. What's in the fridge?
What's for dinner?
What can we make?
What is for dinner?
Taco Bell? We're not going to Taco Bell again.
What's for dinner? There's your dinner!
And during these 30 days of not meal planning, 7 things changed. And I'm going to share all 7 with you right now. The first change was that we ate a lot of junk food and empty carbs. Hot dogs for dinner, boxed mac and cheese, and more than once, Jordan and I had ice cream for lunch, which is just lovely, magnificent, a truly beautiful thing. But of course, all this junk food made me crash often, and it was hard to get through the days. And apparently junk food can sometimes cause one's belly to grow a couple inches in the outward direction. Unfortunately. Not having a plan also meant that I was hungry often, and half the time I was just trying to get something down my gullet as quick as I possibly could, even if that meant rocky road and a side of pickles. And no, I am not pregnant. The second change was that we got to know a new friend very well during these 30 days. Our friend's name is Takeout. Takeout visited us many times this month, and boy, was he a good friend. He took care of our needs, and not to mention, he was always dressed very well. He was good at listening to our hunger cues, and he was reliable and trustworthy. The only downside was that we had to pay for him. I guess if you want a good, caring, well-dressed, trustworthy, and reliable friend, it's gonna cost you nearly $300 a month. So I don't know if that's worth it. The third change is that we had to make multiple trips to the store, sometimes up to 4 times a week. Normally, we only go to the store once a week, and that's it. But without a meal plan, our meals never had all the ingredients. If I decided Tuesday night that I wanted to make tacos and I had everything but the cheese, well, then I had to go run to Walgreens to pick up cheese. And this just kept happening repeatedly, ultimately wasting my time. And that leads us to the fourth change, where we spent more money this month. Not just on takeout, but on groceries too. Because when you're running to the store 4 days a week and going to Walgreens instead of Walmart because Walgreens is much closer to your house and more convenient to stop at when you're in a hurry, well, now you're spending $5 on a dozen eggs instead of the $2 that you would have spent at Walmart. And over time, that adds up. You can't even deny it. I know you do it too. And this is a bad habit that my bank account did not enjoy this month. The fifth change was that my vegetables were suddenly being thrown out on the regular. When I was meal planning, vegetables barely went to waste. because they were a part of a meal that I had a plan to cook on a specific day. But now, without a plan at all, the vegetables were ignored, abandoned. And by the time I thought I was ready to eat them, well, they would be moldy and I had to throw them away. Yet another waste of my money. The sixth change was that I had to improvise a lot. We would run out of things all the time. So one night we were having ham sandwiches and I realized that we were out of sliced cheese. What is a sandwich without cheese? That is an abomination. So I had to grab a block of cheese and create my own slices. And then another night, I wanted to make breaded chicken, but we were out of breadcrumbs, so I shredded up my own bread using my Ninja Express. It was more of an inconvenience than anything, and as somebody who feels very busy with 2 kids, I prefer things to be as convenient and time-saving as possible. When you're a mom, time is everything. You can't waste it. And the 7th change that occurred during this time was that I felt constantly stressed. The constant strain of having to figure out what I was going to cook made me bitter and overwhelmed. When it's 4 o'clock and you know you're going to have hungry kids and a hungry husband in less than an hour and you have absolutely no idea what to cook, it will really put a damper on your nights. I found myself stressing about dinner first thing in the morning. What will I make? What side will I serve with it? Will my kids like it? Will my husband like it? Will I like it? Will I need to run to the store again? Do I have potatoes? Can I just serve yogurt for dinner? Is Domino's open? Why did I ever stop meal planning? Ben Franklin says that if you fail to plan, then you plan to fail. And I think the 300-year-old dead guy might be right, because this month has been one of the most stressful months of the year. And I can't even look at another hot dog. So, what have we learned through these 30 days? Is it true? It will save money. It will save time. You'll stop wasting food. You'll eat healthier. Are what all these YouTubers are saying true? Is meal planning necessary? Well, why don't we go backwards and answer all the questions that I asked in the beginning? Could I still get dinner on the table each night? As long as you consider hot dogs and ice cream dinner, then yes. Could I do it with ease? No. Well, unless you're serving ice cream. But I would say it was difficult trying to get dinner done each night. Having no plan or idea of what to make and having to throw something together by 5 p.m. each night, not easy at all. Would it cause me to waste more time, or perhaps it would cause me to save more time? Visiting the store multiple times a week when I normally only go once, and having to cut my own cheese slices and make my own breadcrumbs, and stressing for hours about what I'm gonna cook, yeah, I'd call that a waste of time. Would I eat out more, or would I get insanely creative? Both were true. I did eat out more and I got creative. One week I decided to make fried chicken, which was delicious by the way, and then the next day we took the fried chicken and made it into knockoff KFC bowls. And then the day after that, we made honey barbecue chicken melts with the chicken. That was a good week. And will it cause me to eat nothing but hot dogs and cereal, or can I still eat relatively healthy? The answer is yes. It will cause me to eat a lot of hot dogs and cereal. And no, I didn't eat healthy at all. All of my vegetables ended up in the garbage. So, does meal planning save money? Yes. Does it save time? Yes. Does it make you eat healthier? Yes. Will you stop wasting food? Yes. Will your husband stop asking you what's for dinner? Less. He will do it less. Because you will have a list that you'll hang on the wall that says exactly what is for dinner during the week. And hopefully he looks at it so that you can stop hearing those horrifying 3 words. So, I stopped meal planning this month, and it was the worst. Is this your life? Are you letting weeks go by where you are overly stressed trying to figure out what's for dinner? Are you like me this month, buying takeout on the regular? It doesn't have to be this way. Start meal planning. It will change your life. I could never go back. I mean, how could I? With all the benefits that I've experienced. How could I go back to being stressed 24/7? to wasting my time making multiple trips to the store. It's not the kind of life I want to live, and you don't have to live that way either. You can make a change that will not only impact your life, but it will impact your family too. Because when mom's happy, everyone's happy. And don't we all know it's true? So are you ready to be less stressed, happier, more in control? Then click here and learn about meal planning. I'll teach you how to do it. It doesn't have to be hard. I know it feels that way, and I know you're discouraged, but I also know that you can do this. Just click here and I'll see you in a minute.